Hey guys, it's Lawnmowers 14, and today I figured we'll start our project. Since I got the Troy-Bilt running, well, gotta figure out what's wrong with it, why it won't crank over. Everything else is good to go on it, so I got it out of the shed, sitting out back now, because I need all that room right there for the Craftsman LT4000. We're gonna bring her in here. I'm gonna go get it with my jumpers and some gas and drive it up here, air up the tire, put it in the shed and start dropping the rear end out of it, and we're gonna get that pulley changed over. So we're gonna start our racing lawnmower project. This will be part one, where we get the transmission dropped out of it, and then you'll see what it'll look like. It's gonna be green. I'm gonna paint it green, and we'll see. Spice it up a little bit, add a gas pedal, chop the muffler off, and weld a straight pipe on it. So I think it's gonna look pretty good. So let me know what you think and anything you'd like it to look like. I will put like YouTube on it and my username all over it. So we'll do that, and that's what it'll be. But right now I'm gonna go get it and drive it up to the house. There she be. Alright, so what we gotta do is we gotta get the air compressor hose out of here, air up that flat tire, and give her a jump. And get our ass knocked. Try not to get our ass wet. This thing, I'm gonna try to sell it. Too many problems. It leaks oil out of the governor shaft. It smokes, needs new rings, and it needs new back tires, and I don't feel like putting all that money into it. It's got a good battery on it right now, though. This one needs a new battery, too. So, yep, we're going to give it a jump, air up the tires, throw some gas, and start riding it up to the house. Let me get the air and the tires hooked up, and we'll fire it up for you. Alright, everything's on. Let's see if she'll fire. It was out of gas, so we're going to try to get some gas into it. Please start, Betsy. I don't feel like walking up to the house. Alright, let's get headed up to the house. There she is. Safe and sound. Got her in here. So, now I'm thinking that I won't have to drop the rear end out. I'm thinking that I can take these fenders off because they split right there. I can just unbolt it, lift it up, and work above the transmission. That'll make it so much simpler than jacking this thing up and unbolting it from the frame. I think that'll be a lot easier. That's what I'm probably gonna do. Hopefully I don't have to. I might add some oil to this trans, I don't know, just so that it can put some of this gear oil in there, so it helps it make it last longer, because it might need some good oil for the rough riding conditions that it's gonna go through. But I think it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna start taking the fenders off of it. First I'm gonna seat can stay on. I'm gonna undo these screws here, take the ignition out, and then we'll go from there. Might have to take this off. I don't know if it'll fit. Might just take this whole cover off here, but we'll see. We'll get her down and we'll start tearing her apart. Well, there you have it. With a couple, mostly 9/16 wrench and an adjustable, you'll have the shitty fenders off. So, now, that's just a kill switch. All these kill switches could be snipped off if I want to make them shorter. It doesn't matter. But for now, they get out of the way. Who knows where neutral is right now, but that's okay. Guess you'll know when you roll it. So now is what I'm going to try to do. We'll get this battery thing out of here. Get that battery out. Now we're going to take this plate off. There's 2 bolts. 1, 2. They're either a half or 9/16 again. Yeah, they're a half. So we'll get a half on them and strip them down. Alright, that little black battery box clamp is off. It's in neutral, and I've got the parking brake on. I've got this soaking. It's one of those horseshoe clamps, and you're going to need this to get it off. So I'll have to open that up. But right now I'm just going to let it soak real good because it is rusty and I don't want to have a hard time getting it off. So I'll just use some WD-40 on it. I might have to, I don't think I'll have to take these belt guards off. Once I get that off, it'll slide off. So this should be an easy one to make a smaller pulley for, as long as I can find a pulley that I can get to fit on there. Oh, she's gonna come on. She's already wiggling, so it should come right off. So I'm gonna try to get it off real quick. Alright, she's off. Sweet. How sweet is that? So, these things are shit. They don't really do shit. I just had to pry it off with a screwdriver and then get behind it and pop it off. Make sure you cover it up with a paper towel. They'll go flying. So, just be careful. Now I'm going to clean up this trans, get all the grass off of it. We don't want it getting hot, too hot when we're riding it, so we're going to clean up the trans a little bit and then see what else to do. Find a pulley for it. Alright, well, if you can see way down in there, that little yellow thing, that's a little cap. Now, if any of you know, can you add oil to it down in there when you pull it off? That little yellow cap, if a transmission has those, is that so you can add oil or what? If it is, that'd be great. If not, oh well, I'm still gonna put it in there. I don't care. But if any of you know, let me know. I don't know what those are. The Ford has one, but I didn't know if you could put oil in them or not. So we'll see. So there we go. I got all the grass cleaned off of it. Now I just gotta find a pulley for it. Yep. Got our shifter off right there so I can get to the oiler. But hopefully it's a good trans. So far I haven't had any problems with it. It shifted fine every time I used it. So we'll see how much longer it lasts. With some nice wear and tear, alright? So I'm going to take a break for right now and we'll come back to it in a little bit.